When you need advice, come to Ben and Kelly. It's group therapy on 99.7 DJX.
So we got this message from a listener. Hey, Ben and Kelly, first off, want to say, love the show. I know y'all do the group therapy and let the listeners answer as well. So here is my situation.
Okay.
So for about the past 10 years, my sisters and I have been providing total financial assistance for my mom, who hurt her back 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't worked since then and has developed a lot of social anxiety, battles depression. I've tried to convince her to get maybe a part-time job since she does have a disability, but it's not a whole lot.
Right.
She can work certain jobs, but I feel guilty for feeling like I'm making her do that. My boyfriend of 3 years lives with me. He's laying down an ultimatum of total financial freedom or we'll break up.
Oh, my gosh.
I agree with him. I know there's a lot of government assistance out there, but it's hard for many reasons. I'm financially broke all the time trying to pay $650 a month to my mom's and $500 to my boyfriend's who split all of our bills and then live on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so stressed out and I don't want to compromise my relationship with my sisters, but I'm telling them I can only help financially for about 4 more months. I would never allow my mom to be without a place to live or food to eat, but I feel like this is the only way to make my sisters start looking into government assistance. I work full time, have class and clinical, and I have a part-time job. I'll be making a decent money. I will be making decent money when I graduate. And I feel like that's going to play a part in them saying I should be helping more because I make more.
Oh.
But I've already said I'm not going to continue to be broke because I chose the path of bettering myself. Does this make me a horrible person or a bad daughter? Thanks in advance. I know the listeners can be harsh, but I just don't know what to do anymore. And if anyone knows who I can contact about different government assistance or is in a similar situation, please let me know what you're doing or what I can try.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so yeah, I get that you're wrestling with helping family and then also making sure that you're doing okay. And and not to even take away the emotional burden that has taken on both you and your sisters and your entire family, you know?
It's so tough because it's their mom, you know, and it's not just like a distant relative that you're trying to help out. It's your mom. So I get, you know, the struggle that you're dealing with. And it's been 10 years. 10 years is a long time to try to support another family member when you are trying to get on your feet and, you know, set yourself up for a good future as well. It's really, really tough, especially now.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people are asking veteran status if, anybody, if she's been in the military, if anybody's been in the military, maybe there's some help there. Look, wait. Remind me. So she has decided to kind of make that in the future, in a couple months, I'm going to no longer be able to help.
She's told the sisters, I'm going to help for 4 months.
Yeah.
And then I can't. I'm out.
So then would that, I guess, burden be absorbed by her sisters, or would...
That's what they're saying, but then they're telling her, like, listen, you're going to be making really, really good money. So then they're looking to her to maybe take on more of the financial burden.
All right.
And she's like, nope. Julianne said, you and your siblings are enabling your mom.
Yeah.
Look into HUD subsidized housing. They usually go by the income of the tenant. Unpopular opinion, though. You should not have to bear the responsibility of taking care of your mom. She needs to take care of herself. That doesn't mean you can't help out once in a while. Also, find a new boyfriend. He shouldn't be giving you an ultimatum. That's controlling.
Well, and also it's easy for us to say that on our end, but
Right.
if he sees it and the emotional strain and things that it's doing to our listener, maybe he's saying it like, look, you have got to fix this, or I can't be a part of this anymore. Like, maybe he's coming from a good point, a good
Because he's been with her for 3 years.
Yeah, exactly.
They've been supporting mom for 10 years.
Right. All right. Well, hey, I feel like we're going round and round without actually giving her an answer. So if you've got or been in a similar situation, we'd love to hear your experience with this or give her any suggestions.
Yeah, Rebecca on Facebook has got a pretty decent suggestion. She says, this one hits home for me. If your mom is struggling that much with mental health, first you need to get her into some therapy and counseling. That will help her and may even open her up to the idea of a part-time job. Second of all, you're not being selfish or a bad daughter. You've got to live your life too. It's not fair to you or your sisters to parent your parent. Mm-hmm. Have a talk with your mom about the financial situation. Explain it to her. She's your mom. Hopefully she's going to understand. And if she doesn't, then she's being selfish. There are assistants with housing, medical insurance, and, of course, SNAP benefits. Maybe call 211. That's the line where you can call to get some assistance guidance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 502-795-1997. 502-795-1997. Group therapy. Look, our listener has been helping her mom financially for about 10 years, along with her sisters, really starting to actually make her situation bad, like boyfriend threatening to break up with her, struggling with money herself. And even though she'd never let her mom live on the street, she realizes that she needs to change. And in fact says, hey, after 4 months, I'm not going to be able to financially support anymore. And
yeah,
so,
it's been a long time. It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
And so she's kind of saying, I have to at some point draw the line, and she's feeling really guilty about it because it's her mom. And she's like, does this make me a bad daughter? And everybody overwhelmingly on Facebook is saying, no, it doesn't make you a bad daughter. Amanda said, I wouldn't want my children's finances and relationships suffering because of me. Sounds like she definitely qualified for disability, SNAP, and Medicaid. It's a process, but there's resources out there for people like your mom. Just help her get set up with what she needs. You can Google Benefind KY, and it should pull up the website for you to apply for various benefits, or you can call. I believe for disability, you have to go somewhere in person. Not sure, but consider looking into that as well.
Stephanie.
So if the mom hasn't applied for disability, she could always get approved for that. You can go to the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services. They might be able to help with that. And if she's old enough for Medicare, which she might be since she's been disabled for so long, some of those health insurance plans will give you food benefits, free health care, utility assistance, everything. Well, disability, if you're disabled for 2 years, you're supposed to be eligible for Medicare. So,
okay.
I'm an insurance agent, so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. All right. That's good to know.
Yeah. So, she might be able to, and I agree. I think the boyfriend could just be frustrated with her complaining about everything that's been going on.
Yeah. Well, I know it's been making it difficult for them. I mean, supporting it's basically doing 2 households.
Exactly,
so,
which has to be extremely difficult.
Yeah, for sure. Actually, we did get a response from our listener that was like, hey, just let you know, I'm not trying to bash my sisters.
We get that. I think you're all struggling with it.
Right. And we did agree that we would split things with mom, but now we are trying to start families. There isn't any military service or anything. And yes, if I step out, it's going to put more financial burden on my sisters. They don't really like my boyfriend, and I can understand things. I've been supporting my mom, through it, not him. So we are still in discussions on a compromise, and if it doesn't work, then I will have to make decisions on the relationship. But if I move out, I'll still be looking for my own apartment while then trying to support another one. So there's a little more feedback for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Amy said Amy said my wife and I help her grandma out from time to time. That's how help with family should work, though. It should be from time to time. Being responsible for $600 a month wouldn't be an option for us. And I put my foot down, too, if she was being asked for that. Sounds like she's working full and part-time jobs on top of being a full-time student. Before we jump on the boyfriend for being controlling, I would say he's concerned about her burning the candle at both ends. That could be true, too.
Yeah. I mean, not many people will just have an extra $7,200 just lying around to, burn like what she's doing. I do like all of the suggestions about, hey, if she is really disabled and has been for that long, there are benefits for that. So, to definitely look into that, and hopefully some of those suggestions from listeners can be an avenue for her to approach. So.
Well, and it sounds like there are lots of now options for working from home. You know, if she has like a mobility issue or she can't really drive or anything like that, there are lots of different ways I think that you can try to find work from home as well. So, you know, I think a lot of different ways getting the assistance, but then getting her some counseling and motivating her to want to get back on her feet and support herself and try to find a job where she can contribute, I think are the key components to getting you all maybe out from the situation.
Yeah. Because at the same time, you know, your sisters don't need to be in that same situation as well. So
no, but if mom is just going to stay satisfied with just being supported by you guys, I think that's going to be the first. That's not going to be that's not
healthy.
Sustainable
Right.
for the long run for all of you.
All right. Well, hopefully there are some avenues to take. Good luck. We hope you keep us posted on, you know, what happens. And if you try to get through and you couldn't, or you have a suggestion after the fact, you can always jump on Facebook at Ben and Kelly Show. That's Group Therapy.